But I think it's for me because there are 0 answers to Supernova. It's literally just Bristleback. No one hits the egg. You have Darkseer, and you have Sand King, and that's it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I want to see Treant Protector also putting another point in Leech Seed. Like, there's so much value coming out from this. It's a lot of slow and a lot of heals. The heals actually double. They're going to go on Treant. Seems like he's really dead.
Yeah, Zephyr getting taken out for first blood. Dreamcell is going to get credit for that one. Trying to try and get Kiss-Q, but that's not going to happen. Meanwhile, over top, 23 is going to get FBZ, so...
Even though not a lot changed, like you get a bit more damage and it costs 100 gold less, but sometimes it's necessary. Also, I love the fact that Boom decided to put Tusk as a position 5 in this game and also put him with Io because he's a much better laner together with the Io.
Ooh, good 2-man stun. Look at the kill on the hide. They're still going to look over for FBZ. 23 not dealing with a lot of health and mana, but he does have that stick. So he'll get that back. He'll drain the mana, soul up FBZ. Viscous Nasal Goo and the Quill is really stacking up. They land the stun. They'll take out FBZ and grab both kills in that top lane. Nature's Grasp really hurts, especially with the Leech Seed and the Vacuum back. Kescute.
Oh,
one shot from dead, but he'll survive under the trees for now. He's still trying to get away from Zephyr. He walks right into Cuckoo. This is really difficult for Kescute. I don't see him getting out of this, but somehow he survives with just a minuscule amount of health. And now, in the Nature's Grasp, Dreamcell, he's slowed up. Good shards, keeps him away from the wisp, but Kescute back into the trees, juking around, but
Iron Shell will burn him down. Yeah. 23 having a really good time. They need to bring Tusk, Centaur plus a Phoenix to be able to kill him, even though he's sitting at the half HP, used the shovel once, and now has a possessed mask, so even more strength coming out from it.
Over with the snowball, Burrow Strike by Carl, not looking like he's going to survive despite the fact that the stun was landed by Whitemon. Kescute gets credit for the kill on a Carl. Move up towards top, but they don't know that Boom's coming up here. They're smoked up. Like you said, tag team level 3 should be enough to get the kill here on a 23, especially now he's sitting under half health on tower. They're gonna wait for him to come. They've got the Stampede. They're gonna
plus reload.
The relocate to try and get over here. The TP reactions from T1 just aren't gonna be in time. Cuckoo's now up in this lane, and that might be a bit of a problem. Zephyr here with Whitemon. Can they turn this to get anything themselves? Epicenter, Burrow Strike.
But the reload, 1 second.
Oh, Makoto gone. But Dreamcell just survives. That was almost both of them. They've got the Hex, and they should be able to get the damage out onto Kescute with a Burrow Strike available. Find him within the trees. Yes, they can. And now they've got the finger. So Kescute, he'll fall 2 dead on the side of Boom. That would have been pretty devastating.
Yeah, you don't have to blow in your microphone just because you get excited about getting a double kill, but it's okay.
Gotta control my breathing. I'm sorry. Get very excited.
Yeah. Kescute getting caught.
There's Spike, Burrow Strike. They've got the control, and they get the kill on the Kiss.
Now they're gonna steal them.
It's not really a try, it's a is. Arse. They're still on.
Nothing they can do about it. Like, they know they're there. Let's see if they can try to get a pick off. Phoenix is level 7, 3 points in the Sun Ray.
Strike on the Ember. Slight. Trying to survive. They've used the Stampede. They're trying to steal the stacks, and they might pay for it. They end up losing Cuckoo. This Supernova isn't super Supernova. Zephyr, Whitemon, 3 dead on the side of T1. Hyde with the double kill.
A bit more aggression, trying to find the kills right now. They understand this mid sanking with a blank dagger. He wants to fight.
Radiant's courier has been
And it's still not that easy for them.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's
They're trying to control the triangle here, but it's really going to be difficult to go after FBZ. Viscous Nasal Goo being spit on or snorted on to the Centaur. Sunray, thinking about the epicenter, but now the Earth Spike comes through on a Kescute. They've got the wall down, look for the finger, they'll get the kill on a Kescute, and
this is the
Supernova
egg.
again. That's where he wanted it the last time. The question of whether or not they could keep him close, and they really couldn't keep T1 too close. He goes forward with the Sunray, and he's just going to give up his life afterwards. A bit surprising there from Hyde, because now they've caught Makoto. He'll slight, but he's not going to make it out of this.
Supernova, 10 out of 10. Sunray, 0.5 out of 10.
Picking up the Ags on the IO. You should feel comfortable getting these fights when you have Supernova. I wonder how they're going to try and approach this next coming in as they're trying to take the tier 1 over mid. So all committed. First dive away, 23, front lining. Maybe trying to get a burrow strike from Carl. That's exactly what he'll get. 2 heroes hit with that stun, but the Sun Ray, now the Walrus Punch. 23 might be a little bit too far. Side of his searing chains, these heroes low, another 2-man stun. Hyde killed off. FBZ, he's getting low, and Hyde's forced to buy back. He'll chase all the way through the triangle to get the kill on FBZ. T1, the rest of the team is leaving. Just about 1,000 health. Carl keeps slamming the first tail down, thinking about going in with the epicenter, but Boom is pretty split up. What their focus needs to be on, probably Hyde. If he gets a good supernova off, that could be a very big difference maker. There it is. Icarus dive into the supernova. They go up for 23. The Aegis is going to be picked up by Makoto. They get the kill on 23. They look over the rest of the supernova box, and they get the kill there on the Cuckoo as well as Carl. Overgrowth just not in time. Whiteman gone, and Zephyr, he's going to get chased. He's going to get killed, and it'll eventually be a full team white here for Boom. They were waiting for their moment, and they found it.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Still have a chance to win this game, and I know I'm saying still have a chance to win this game, and it's a 1K lead, but we are breaking down what we are seeing as we're going to find Kescu in much with these heroes that are going to fall off pretty badly. They're going to go. They got the kill on a Whitemon. Supernova down again. 23's getting chased. They'll look over at Cuckoo. They get the kill on the Darkseer. They look over at this Bristle. Try to finish him, try to catch him. Swipe was there onto this Bristle. He's got the searing chains in a second. They won't be able to keep up, understanding where their timings have to be. And you can see, because they're still putting the pressure on. I think some teams...
By pressure, if you mean losing multiple heroes, yeah, correct. That's a lot of pressure. Io bottom, Finger, not available.
They've got the Hex. They have the lockdown. Drain the mana, BKB, TP.
Just TP out.
He's gone.
If they had a Finger, it's definitely a kill.
Yeah.
Also, the status resistance coming out from Sanj really helps out.
Slight searing chains. Stun on it too, but they've got the snowball as well as the Walrus Punch. They'll look over at White on the shards are off the mark, but it's not going to matter. They've got the damage. Look at the kill.
Another push on my...
Carl just getting ignored for a second. Burrow strike, overgrowth, and it's on a 3. They're going to try and make this happen. They'll go after Hyde, who doesn't have the supernova. A kill on her Phoenix. They look over Carl.
Good Burrow.
Stun coming through. Carl, he'll die, but that lets them get SQ'd as well. However, they're going to lose 23, and the numbers that T1 are losing are putting them out of this game quicker and quicker.
And the pressure is just not there. It's not enough damage. Like Bristleback, he kind of lost his momentum. Even though like he was having a good time, Carl.
Dreamacell getting that stun with the Centaur. Stopping that TP. They're going to go for Waymon. They're going to relocate bottom.
Well, okay. No need for that. It was still, a kill. But that's it. You're still going to be Burrow Strike. You're still going to be only the epicenter. This is the hero that does not scale.
Would you rather see Ag or
Anything. No, I would rather see anything other than the Sanking on the mid lane.
The leader of the club of hate for stanking as Whitemon drops.
What did you...
You've been elected.
Thank you. I deserve it.
Sand King mid, no longer president.
FB, that's a full FB.
Yeah, epicenter, Burrow Strike with the wall down. They're trying to get something out of this. They'll use the Stampede. They'll probably lose FBZ. So that's going to be one dead on the side of Boom. Start up a searing chains that lands on both Carl as well as Cuckoo. And Cuckoo, he's going to get run down with the BKB being popped by Makoto. There's no way to stop him. They finish
Look
off
at this
high,
attack speed.
The damage on to 23 forces him all the way back into the base. He's trying to get there. Unfortunately, he won't get there. Walrus Punch in from Kescu finishes off the Bristle, who will buy back and he'll get a 5 for his buyback. Actually, Zephyr will.
They're still chasing. Io needs to pop the BKB.
23.
Basher on 23, so you can't just DP out. Good chains to lock him down. Io shard is also not bad. Like tether stuns for almost 2 seconds, 1.75. That can be only applied every 7 seconds. T1 in this game only managed to take the T1 towers. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. In their
it didn't go for tier 2s at all.
see as they try to defend this, make their final stand. Burrow Strike comes in as well as the wall, but the Remnant forward going after Cuckoo. They've got
Sunray keeping them alive.
and now the Sunray is just keeping them healed and burning through 23. Kescute on the run. He might be the only one who falls, but they've got the Stampede into the Overgrowth. Okay. Burrow Strike onto 2 to get the kill to Kescute. Supernova's a little bit far back, so that'll allow T1 to just walk away. It won't allow Carl to walk away, though. He's stunned up. He's killed off. He doesn't have buyback there for 70 seconds.
He bought that Aghanim Scepter, went all in, no buyback money. Like, they need his stun. So, without a Sanking, without their ultis, they cannot take this fight. Back.
All right. And stun bouncing off the Lotus Orb. Whitemon gone. Makoto going for Cuckoo. He'll surge back into the base. 23 just trying to stay in the faces of Boom. It's not looking likely that they can do so. I mean, he's taking a lot of damage and soaking, but they're diving. Yeah, they got the kill in FPC. They've taken out Kescute. That's just out of the hands of the Embers, so it's starting to turn around here for T1. They don't have many numbers to keep throwing to get these kills. They move up towards top, go for the tier 3.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Here it's
Dire's top tower has fallen.
just hitting onto 23 as he tries to stick in their face. FBZ with Blink as well as the stun out onto Zephyr. Zephyr will drop very quickly and buy back. They've got the Sunray right on top of Cuckoo. Burrow Strike with the epicenter. It's not going to be enough. Aren't outputting the damage that they need with 23 popping the BKB. Running after this team. Eventually it'll run out and he'll be out of time. Question is, do Boom take
Makoto's
advantage
back
and turn
in.
it around? And they should. Zephyr. Chased by Makoto. Overgrowth comes in. Zephyr dies. 23 might be next. Burrow Strike. Not going to do anything. Cuckoo dead again. He's got no buyback. Icarus dive over 23 with the Spirits hitting Sunray on him. And eventually he burns out. They will call GG. And T1 will drop the first game.
What a performance from Boom. Like, they had a much, much better draft than this one. T1, they did not kill Egg a single time. They managed to kill Phoenix in this game, but it was such a good Phoenix game that they were not able to even get it once.
Yeah, I'm going Boom as well. I think the Spectre Warlock, it's very, very successful in other regions. Lizard, how
Yeah,
about
so
you?
sticking with it. Spectre Warlock.
Black?
Yeah,
Sign me up.
sticking with it.
All right, we're all booming it up. B
Sign
Cops.
me up.
Blade coming out. I wouldn't be surprised. Carl will rotate off the. For Cuckoo, they've got the Earth Spike. They have the damage. Fatal Bonds connected to all these creeps as well as Cuckoo. Whitemon and Zephyr make the
Kescute is dead.
rotation, and Kescute hit with the hoof stomp. He'll die. First blood there for Zephyr. They're looking for more with the battery assault once on Hyde.
Very limited on damage early on from Boom. Spectre doesn't provide you with much. Haunt is available right now. Invoker, he needs that Urn of Shadow charge to be able to get the kill. Zephyr getting chased. Necro will heal him once.
Get the kill with the. What's on this? 36, and we'll use the Haunt just to secure the kill.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Just 200 gold for Spectre.
Talent, the world. It's got a lot of options. Hook shot out. Whitemon hurt us. Now he wants to make a play. Laguna Blade, Tornado EMP. Ricochet all the way over, and Makoto gets low,
what a
but
play.
he's able to walk away. They've got the Hex out onto the Clockwork. They're moving on to Carl, so this is a two-pronged attack. They'll take out Whitemon. They'll bring over Cuckoo. But Cuckoo really can't do anything to this team, and they're going to get the kill onto Whitemon. Been doing his thing. Makoto coming over. Cold Snaps. Stampede gets used. They've got the Hex as well as the Earth Spike. Finger in. Zephyr taken out with ease. Shot on the Kescute. Run, Carl coming over. Dragon Slave, Battery Assault. Reaper Scythe is there. It will be used on a support, which is the Warlock. He's dead for 40.
Fele? Yeah. Sounds very classy. And he's the one keeping it, because Lion already has his Blink Dagger, so that's okay. 1 point in mana drain on Lion sometimes is a bit problematic, because you just don't get enough mana back.
Spectre, Blink, Hook Stomp. Then avoided. Now they've got the Reaper Scythe. The damage in so quick on a Dream Assault. Dead for 75.
Like, this is bugged. This can't be real. Like, Necro's move speed is not 320 with the Faded Brooch, Yule Scepter, and Power Treads. It's definitely bugged.
Could be. Earth Spike's Finger, Zephyr gone. They picked up the Aegis on to 23. Stuck there for a second. Top 3 on the net worth are all cores on T1. Of course, it switches right as I say that. Spectre taking the 3rd spot. This is not a spot you want to be in, though, if you are Boom. You can see the Invoker bottom of the cores. Marcel? Gets spotted. He pops the blade now. Zephyr actually regrets hitting him. They've also caught the Morphling. They took it on the Aegis.
There was still a minute left.
Sunstrike, Meteor, all coming down. Chaotic Offering, but he waveforms it. Oh, 23. It's away. Timber Chain across. Whirling Death hitting on a Cuckoo as well as Carl. Got the Chakram, BKB, popped by Carl. Waveform out of the backlines. It takes out High, just blows him up. Cuckoo getting chased here. Zephyr gone. McCoy got the kill there. FBZ takes out Cuckoo. They'll look over at 23 to get the second life. They slowed him down with the Spectral Dagger. Trying to TP away, and there's no way to stop
nothing
it.
to stop it. To Lion, so he can farm his 4 staff. I like this way of thinking, just the sharing. I get this, then I give it to you. You give me back. No interest whatsoever.
Rules into the air. LSA, Laguna Blade on the Spectre. Dream of Cell. Be forced to use that haunt. He's jumping around, just trying to avoid everything. Gets the Spectral Dagger off with the hook shot's in. Dream of Cell low, Dream of Cell falling. That's the second hero that we see go down bottom.
Silver Edge, Arcane Rune also available for another 25-30 seconds.
They're moving over, might be able to kill FBZ if he's not too careful. They're on the high ground waiting for him. Kind of understand that. And where they've been on the map so far. They move forward, and LSA, it comes in with BKB pop by FBZ. Tornado flying through. Sunstrike, that lands. Wipe on God. BKB about to run on FBZ, so how deep can he be? They look over at 23. They've got the Chaotic Offering. He pops the Manta. He's got the BKB. He's trying to run away with himself, turning into the Timber. So he's morphed. He's Timber Chained away. The LSA lands onto the Spectre. Break damage, is it enough? Got the break for the moment, but that's going to wear off before they're able to output the damage they need to get the kill onto the Spectre. They look over at Carl, the Timber Chain from FBZ.
They should get more out of this.
Carl. They've slowed him down. Timber Chain again, sticking with this Lina, but Lina starts to speed up and make it out of the grasp of Boom. Finally, they catch up. Dust and the Finger from High to get the kill onto Carl. Man,
Sunstrike. Ooh, he morphed. He morphed. So much damage. Desolate illusions from Spectre.
That's where
Who's
FBZ
gonna block
needs
the
to
hook
be.
shot? Centaur could potentially go in with the 4 staff. Execute.
Not going to be in time to block it, but they pick up the Aegis, and they've got the Earth Spike. Spectre also picked up the Axe Shard and Cheese, so everything's secured there for Boom. So leading the charge. Expect that team recognize that if he's frontlining like that, he's probably got a team with. If you get spotted, Earth Spike, wait for him out of the backlines, and he gets the kill immediately on a Hide, but they'll take out Cuckoo. Cuckoo's going to buy back Solo Hide. They've got the Timber Chain around with the BKB pop by 23. He's starting to back off this fight, though. So now, Timber Chain forward, FBZ with the Whirling Death on the Zephyr. The right click's coming out of the Spectre from Carl. It's not doing enough damage. They finally finish off Zephyr. They go after Carl. The Timber Chain as well as the Whirling Death once again with the BKB pop, as well as the Laguna Blade going out onto the Timber. Pop the cheese. They'll stay healthy on Dream of Cell. They get Cuckoo. That big spike lands, but that actually gets Hide, available to be killed off by 23. They have the Earth Spike that gets reflected via the Lotus Orb, and now Makoto, he's gone to 23. 2 FBZ drops, triple kill for 23. They go after Wipeout, but they've got the stun onto the Spectre. There's the break. Dream of Cell starting to run. Adaptive Strike, right clicks in. They've got the first life out of his hands, and he's got no health. They also have the sight, so they can take him down for a very long time. Stun connects. Break again. Reaper Sight through, and he is killed for 2 minutes. It looks so good for Boom, and then all of a sudden, 23 goes to the back lines.
Radiant's bottom
Really
barracks
willing to
are under
concede
attack.
2 sets of racks.
Radiant's bottom
I like it. Oh, Kez cute.
has fallen.
Trouble for a second. Roche up now in 5 seconds. Saw the last Roche, it was the hook shot attempt to try and steal everything, but everything was picked up by the Spectre.
Is under attack.
Lion still holding on to Philly, swapping things in and out. He feels like there's going to be a fight. Swaps in the Timeless Relic, longer duration Hex, longer duration stun.
Oh, wait
to be
for him,
careful.
trying to get him. C23, that's where the attention is. Ooh, hookshot was blocked by Cuckoo. He tried to move in with it. They go on a Kesku. They get the kill immediately onto the Warlock, who doesn't have buyback. EMP plays down. They've also got the Hex out on a 23. Taking out all of his mana, but half of it.
Let's see who decides to pick it up. Like Morphling's running out of slots. He could be the one holding it. And you might get the gold in the fight to be able to have a buyback. He needs 800, so if he gets like 2 kills, potentially it's a buyback.
They're coming over. 4-staff blink. Hoof stomp misses. FBZ. They'll survive. A lot of damage out on a Zephyr. And now, 23's in a little bit too deep. They've got the Abyssal Blade. They'll use the Chaotic Offering. They've got control to get the kill onto the Morphling. Dead has
No
Aegis.
shift.
They're going to move in, though.
How can they stun him? They can't.
They can't. BKB. Ooh,
But the
Kesku
bash is where the
and
bash is
out.
at.
Oh, they've got the bash. 23's in trouble. Waveform to try and leave. Morphs into the Timber. Saw Timber chain away, but that's going to be FBZ staying with him. It's hit by the stun. Now the Haunt is used.
A lot of confusion.
FBZ, they've got themselves a Chaos Meteor down. But it doesn't look like enough to kill off 23 just yet. They look over at Crow. Pops BKB. He's going to be dead first on the side of T1. If taking out the Aegis, he does come back in 100 seconds. He has buyback. Waveform away once again. Whitemon trying to run with the battery. So as they look over at Cuckoo, who uses that Shroud. Trying to get out of here.
Scouting things
Makoto
out,
with him.
slowing them down.
Ghostwalk slows them up. Find themselves a Centaur. They've got themselves the Hex, as well as the Earth Spike, Timber Chain, Whirling Death coming through, as well as the EMP, the Spectral Dagger. They get the kill onto Zephyr. They'll take out 2. No buybacks used, but they've also got the Aegis out of the hands of T1.
It's a possibility that they use Hex into Hex into Hex and then back into Hex, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So cooldown with
Hoof Stomp Waveform going in on FBZ. Do they have the damage? Got a word healed, not looking like played aggressive.
because line Hex is 4 seconds plus debuff duration, extra 25, so that's a 5-second Hex.
They're moving in. They want to go for this. They've got the Chaotic Offering down. They'll look over at the Centaur. They get the kill to Kesku, so he's going to be taken out of the fight and buyback immediately. They go to the Stampede. They're trying to keep alive Zephyr, who's running away from MPC. Tornado comes through on the Hex target. That's the Morphling. 23, though. He gets the BKB off. Waveform over to the side. Reaper Sight! Oh, Dream of Soul, you're all
135. So Spectre will need to buy back here. They cannot hold this without Spectre. Like, the sooner you buy back, the better. But you can't still get anything out of it. Like, you can't go Roshan. You're just going to lose the barracks if you don't buy back.
There's the buyback. Tornado comes in. They're going to try and go for this once again. They know that he doesn't have the BKB. They have the Spectral Dagger. They're going to force that from into the base. They have the Hex. They have the Abyssal. Do they have the damage to get the kill into 23? The Radio Deafening Blast.
Another Hex.
The damage. The Hex is there. He's got the man to the waveform. Oh.
That was so close. Like, they needed to get that kill.
They look over at Whitemon with such anger because his name is in 23.
They get Whitemon. They got something, but they needed to get a bigger kill.
Here he wants to be the one who leads with the blink as well as the hoof stomp. The Stampede right off the bat. Zephyr, you just see him. Like, he's locking eyes with FBZ. Going for the blink as well as the hook stomp. He gets hexed immediately. That's by Makoto. He's got the Lotus Orb as well as the Stampede. He's right on top of this Invoker, but he pops the BKB, the waveform out of the backlines. They've got the Chaotic Offering that hits out of 23. He's also hexed up with the Meteor coming down, the Deafening Blast. It's all there. Sunstrike Finger. There's the kill on a 23, but they've got the buyback, so he's going to have to find his way back into the fight. He's TPing over to the outpost that's on the lower part of the map, so he's away from the team for quite a long time. That gives the opportunity to Blue to go in here. They've got the Hex as well as the Chakra right on top of the Lina. There's the Star Spike that gets the stun. They get the kill on the Carl. They'll take out Zephyr. Zephyr doesn't have buyback, but Lina does. They both buy back on both the Clockwork as well as the Lina. They look over at Cuckoo. They've got the Cold Snap. They're doing a lot of damage here, but the Reaper Sight's not going to do enough damage on the FBC. They'll take out Cuckoo. He's going to buy back. They've got
Savage, no shift again.
23. He's got no shift. The Chaos Meteor's down with the BKB. He will heal back up, and they'll take out Makoto. They'll look over at Kesku. Kesku doesn't have buyback, but Makoto does. He holds it for now. Now Fiddle uses it as the Lion used it as well, but FBZ on the front lines with the Laguna Blade hitting it, and the Silver Edge there to break him. They take out the Timber. No buyback on him.
I think it would be a different fight if they took the outpost on the bottom, because he would have nothing to TP to.
Find a jump. Dagger thrown away on the Kescute. He's been the focus. They don't want to get that chaotic offering off. Starhorn, damage out on FBZ. He's starting to feel it. Morphs back into the Spectre. Makoto coming over.
Mega Creeps coming in.
The Mega Creeps start to invade the base. They've got themselves a Air Spike, but that's actually going to stun up the Timber Saw. They've got the Chaos Meteor down. They'll use the Haunt. They've got the Reaper Scythe coming through. That's only going to hit on the FBZ. That doesn't do enough damage to this Timber, who's used that BKB. But you look over at Hyde. Hyde already gone for 100 seconds with the right clicks coming out for 23. It's just not enough here for the side of Boom. They lose the Timber Saw. He'll buy back immediately. It's a 4v5 with the Mega Creeps invading the base. They look over at 23. FBZ in his face. Waveform onto the back lines with BKB by Makoto. He's trying to survive here. 23's been hexed up. The LSA's missed. They've got the break onto the Spectre, but look at the Creeps taking the base, and they have no way to stop them. The Creeps are going to overwhelm them. They may be putting their focus on a 23, but they need to stop these Creeps. They need to stop Alina, really, who's going to finish off the game, and T1 will make the series even at 1 on what was a close back and forth between both these teams.
Yeah, a couple of mistakes, you know, very entertaining game.
Yeah.
Like sometimes they, like, you've seen it so many times on
Makoto on Tiny.
Mid-tiny.
Mid-tiny?
Mid-tiny,
I'm going to
yeah.
go with the Boom down.
Just that easy.
Yeah, mid-tiny, I like what mid-tiny brings compared to position 4, and still mana allows you to use your stuns more often, use the 3 grab more often.
Toxin, right clicks. Onto FBZ, pops that Fairy Fire.
5.
Pop his
but
as well.
He's okay. That's extra regeneration from the Tango. And of course the tower, a bit of armor, actually keeping him alive.
Fire Snap Cookie lands first blood. Kescute gets the kill on a White Mon. Now, 4.5 minutes in, things looking pretty even. Makoto top of the CS, not by much over Carl.
And now Tusk keeping top.
Hitting Rift. Some pressure on, lands the Avalanche with the toss. Carl, there's an Illusory back, jaunts over to it under the tower.
It matters not to me.
Okay, I was watching the top lane. I think Cuckoo is tipping him because it took some time for FBZ to realize that he can play this game. Like, he could have potentially used this move a bit earlier. TP available.
Avalanche, toss, Nether Toxin down with the Viper Strike used. Cuckoo gets the solo kill. He might die here to the Tiny. You have the damage. Fire Snap Cookie's there to finish him off, so they do get the trade. But now you've got the Dream Coil available, minus armor onto Zephyr, who uses that tag team, has the shard, taking a lot of damage from the Tiny. Toss, Avalanche comes in,
He'll get the kill
Zephyr. Does he get out, Makoto? Illusory Orb available in a second if he wants to go the way of the Tiny, but instead focuses his attention on the Hyde, so Tiny does escape.
This is the hero that scales. I do not want to see any shenanigans, any, like, I'm going to build the Force Staff mid-Tiny. I want to see the scaling Tiny, Echo Saber, Blink Dagger type of a build. He's still on the top lane.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to expect this. Avalanche toss. Cuckoo taking a lot of damage. The little Shredder, the Snowball save. They'll get the kill in the FBZ. Can they get out of this one? Fire Snap Cookie lands on a 2. Makoto doesn't have an Avalanche for 4 seconds. They'll focus their attention on the Cuckoo, but that might lead to Hyde dying, and that will. A Cruise Dive, Avalanche again. Cuckoo finally falls, but it is a 2-for-1.
No stacks being made on the Ancients. One center ward once again. Placed by T1 early on to be able to block the camp, block the more stacking. Viper finishing off the urn, going into Boots of Travel. Pretty standard stuff. Like,
Remember, his kiss is down onto 23. He's dead. BZ gets a kill onto the Phantom. Rotation's way too late. Even if you start to fight in onto the Supernova, Stone Gaze can really just make it impossible.
and you know where they're going to group up, so you're setting yourself up for very nice Mortimer's Kisses. Top lane.
FBZ blown up. Very quick kill for them. Nether Toxin down. Viper Strike used. Mortimer's Kisses out again onto the Phantom Assassin. They've got the kill on the 23 once more. The shards are off the mark. Grouping together. We'll see if they want to make a move with that smoke at the end. He's in. He already used his Avalanche. At that coil, Sunray again to try and save him. I don't think it's going to be enough. To get a kill on Makoto, Icarus dive away from Kescute.
Like, even if he gets a BKB, Viper can still slow him down, but I don't think it's his job in this game to itemize for, like, survivability. to get in and out of the fights. Force step, a lot of value from the
They
item
see
though.
Dreamacell, and there's the Walrus Punch. He's out of mana under the Nether Toxin. They'll get the kill on the Dreamacell very quickly. They'll try to turn it for one on the Zephyr. Blink forward, Avalanche, and the toss.
Good kisses.
Dream Coil down, Mortimer's Kisses onto this T1 team. That'll force them away.
Yeah, just to keep them away from Tiny. Tiny died once.
Will eat through all of this. So soaks up all that damage. Nature's Attendants at level 4. So sometimes you don't see this with Enchantresses, where they go in heavy onto the Nature's Attendants.
They
put
lift
it
the
in
wave.
Impetus.
They lift the wave so Cuckoo can TP. Do they have any kind of stun?
That's cute. Ooh,
Actually,
TP's
TP's out. And he TP's back to... Oh my god, he's gonna die because of that. He TP'd back to tier 1
Tier one.
tower instead of the fountain.
Avalanche and the toss. Phosphorus Stone on the deck. Not sure who picked that up, but now Dreamacell
Viper.
moving forward, looking over at Cuckoo. And they'll drop down the Dream Coil. That'll stop them from chasing Cuckoo, but the Mortimer's Kisses will be enough. Actually, Dreamacell gets credit for the kill. The Walrus Punch onto Dreamacell now puts Zephyr in danger. He'll fall as well.
Wasn't a draw that time.
I'm not sure whose Philosopher's Stone that was, but it's a pretty big deal. You know, they
also
actually
get
get the
Carl.
Carl on top of that. Carl out of position. This Tiny is doing so much work. X done. Instantly inside the pit.
Yeah.
Solar Crest, Goo, a lot of minus armor. I don't think it's going to get contested. Like, they could potentially try to scout things out with the Centaur Conqueror.
And when they will, but they're just...
He will get in. He's a speedy guy.
Oh, you know, I say they're not going to be here quick enough. It's a 3-man stun. They're trying to make something happen. Avalanche onto Roche. Stone Gaze preemptively used, and they'll throw the Viper Strike over at FBZ, who pops the BKB hit in the air with the Walrus Punch. One of his kisses coming through as well as this toss on the Zephyr. Coil down, and the right cook's coming out from 23. Got the break onto 2. PA trying to do what he can. 23, though. It's not enough damage, and Makoto will survive. Egg will pop. Egg's going to pop right on top of 23, whose BKB is going to run out in just a second, and he will jump away after it does happen. Is tuned in a little bit too far. Right click's coming out from Cuckoo. That should be enough to kill Phoenix. Right click's from Dreamacell, though. They don't hurt too much, but you look at them turning to stone as the Axe comes in with a Mystic Snake. They get the kill on the car. They look over at Cuckoo as well as Whitemon trying to TP away. Whitemon falls, and Cuckoo will just TP out.
Also, this Solar Crest pickup is such a great item. The best item in the game besides Sanj for sure, where like you can use it offensively, defensively, amplifying the output damage of your carry.
Double damage.
MKB's getting delivered. Still working with that Aegis.
Radiant's middle
23, he's nearby. And Dreamcoil comes out on the back lines over on Makoto. He's got the Supernova, but they have
No one's
control
touching
on
the egg.
Makoto. They're not touching the egg. The Mortimer's Kisses are down. They'll get the kill onto Carl. They'll take out one. They look over now as the Vipers turn to stone thanks to the Mystic Snake. Right clicks in, just not enough to finish off Cuckoo just yet. Mids get traded.
If he puts it in,
Radiant's bottom
it's
tower is
also
under
red.
attack.
So's the Orb of Destruction.
Scotty's gonna ruin it.
It'll be blue. Green I would die.
Radiant's bottom tower is falling.
Cuckoo on the high ground, and right after this Phoenix, and there's the Supernova. They turn to stone thanks to the Mystic Snake. They're trying to jump away over to Cuckoo. The Supernova goes off, and it's what forces them back with BKBB pop by 23. They've got the Spirit Vessel on a Whitemon. Illusory Orb over, and 23 trying to turn this around on a Dreamacell.
Do so low on
He
mana.
already used that Stone Gaze. Clicks needed when the Fire Snap Cookie lands, and there's
Coil on
the
nothing.
damage on Makoto. Kill out of this Tiny. The right click's really hurting 23, who's
Oh, good
saved via the
snowball save.
snowball. But is he out far enough? He jumps right on top of the Tuscan. He still ends up dead. So 23 gone. Zephyr next to follow. Avalanche as well as the toss out on a Cuckoo. They'll take out 4.
Yeah, Carl, like he missed another coil. He missed a coil on a Tiny. If he gets one more crit, they go for a bit more.
Strike. Ernesto. Okay.
Oh yeah, it's a snake against the snake. Can't really poison a poisonous snake. Maybe you can, actually. I think you can. For the people in the chat out there, pretty sure I've read it somewhere that you can actually do it. A different type of a poison, coil snaps.
Yeah, that coil snaps and they get the quick kill on a Makoto. They look over now. 23 just trying to man fight Dreamcell, who throws out the Mystic Snake. Right click's coming through on a Cuckoo as well as White on Viper Strike out again with BKB being popped. They're turned to stone once more. On the back lines, though, Supernova trying to burn them out. 23, he's stunned up for a moment. The control's kind of lacking. This might go really poorly for Boom.
They need to buy back.
The right clicks in, and they get the buyback coming out from Hyde. Sunray right on top of 23. Puck trying to do what he can. Whitemon taking a lot of damage. TP not in time. Dreamcell now wicked sick. They're onto the backline still with the Mortimer's Kisses coming in. That's out on the 23, who will go and blur.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Shiva's guard done. Reducing the amount of heal, like against these tanky heroes like
Radiant
Medusa,
are scanning.
Bristleback. It's going to be good, slowing their attack speed. And has a Psychic Headband, of course, because why would you not have a tool to break the coil with?
It's surprising. Stone Gaze. They turned him to stone. How can they kill 23? He'll jump over to the side, Scatter Blast, Fire Snap Cookie. They've got the stone with the Mystic Snake once again. Pops the Satanic. Boom Dagger over on the Snapfire. Bristle nearby, right on top of 23. And this should eventually result in the kill of the Phantom Assassin.
T1 playing so sloppy right now. I would say I said that they need to play a bit more aggressive. Axe done. Like, Axe is also very good with the Timeless Relic on Puck. But yeah, they got the two best items. Maybe I'm just a spellcaster type of a guy that likes both of these.
Abyssal Blade picked up by the Bristle. Abyssal the Bristle. And then we'll try to get out of this with the Illusory Orb and the Phase Shift, but Carl spotted Yule's right on top, and Phase Shift to avoid the Scatter Blast, but they have the tosses. That's
there's
one.
The silence.
And there's the kill.
This Mindbreaker, because he doesn't have a way of dispelling things, because he got hit by it.
Oh, Kesku. He's going to be, I want to say, forced to use that Supernova. Yeah, okay. Gets forced to use the Supernova. 23 comes over. They'll throw the Avalanche out. They don't have 25 on Tiny just yet. They're going to start to chase this because they know they don't have to fight into the egg anymore. Snowball over onto Makoto. Carl's here. He uses
with the
BKB. BKB toss up and kicks him away, but doesn't kick him far enough away. Hyde just surviving. Right clicks from 23. Hyde walks away. The Dream Coil down onto the Medusa as well as the Bristleback. They'll start to run away on the side of T1. Can they get out? Mystic Snake turning Cuckoo to stone. That'll help them catch up. They've got the BKB. Mortimer's Kiss is coming down. Viper Strike on a Makoto. That's the Abyssal Blade. He's on the Phantom Assassin. 23 in trouble. Toss up in the air. They have the damage. They get that kill to 23. They'll take out Whitemon. Cuckoo falls to the grave. And now it's just Carl to fight. He already bought back in this fight. So Illusory Orb jaunting over. Phase Shift for a moment. Do they have a way to catch him? Carl hit with the little Shredder. But he's got the Illusory Orb and he'll escape.
Mindbreaker silencing the Puck was a pretty big deal there. Now Carl picking up the Haste Rune will need to be very annoying. Needs to be able to cut the creep wave. Buyback from Cuckoo.
He's toying with Makoto right now.
Makoto's dead.
Yeah.
From my stone.
It's just too low cooldowns. He can keep spamming that, lowering the cooldown on the Witchblade on top of it. Still, like no set of barracks, not even a single barrack.
Dream Coil used on the Phoenix. Kescute, silence killed. Carl killing Kescute. Taking the cute right away from him. Might be forced to buy back or make a play to jump in. They have Mortimer's Kisses to shoot out into the pit. Take away this Obs and
Radiant are scanning.
PZ moves forward for a second, but it looks like they're giving it up.
They're not going to be there on time.
And now FBZ kicked back to the team into the Dream Coil. Little alley-oop action. They've got the BKB pop by FBZ. They've stunned up 23, but the Walrus punches out into Dream Cell. They'll kick him away again. He's out of the fight and slowed up. Stifling Dagger comes in. They'll get the kill there on a Zephyr. So they take him to the Tusk, and they end up losing FBZ. Zephyr 100 seconds. He'll buy back. They've got the other two heroes up in a moment. Hyde gone as well. He'll buy back. They look over at Whitemon. Walrus punch stops Dream Cell from getting the kill on a Whitemon for now, but the right clicks finish him off after he gets out of the pit. Sunray, Stone Gaze, all used. 23 trying to fight. Supernova, now he jumps away. Looks over at Cuckoo and 23. Ooh, Makoto? Walked right by him.
He has a stun available, but the Blur, they know where he is.
Avalanche, toss up into the air, and now he's away from his team.
Ooh, does not get it off. Does not get off for BKB as well. We'll have both of those.
BKB hit with the Abyssal from FBZ. The rest of the teams come over to try and save 23. But Makoto moving in. Avalanche, Viper Strike all out onto Makoto. Carl now back into vision after the phase shift. They've got FBZ right on top of this puck. They're starting to throw some right clicks from Cuckoo, but how far are they willing to chase? 2K lead for Boom, but I think at this point it's safe to say net worth doesn't matter.
It really doesn't.
Carl? Oh, Stone Gaze, toss up into the air, toss the second time, toss a third time. All right, a little volleyball rally there, keeping him up into the air and making sure he never hits the ground. So standing in the nether toxin, Viper Strike thrown into FBZ. He still was moving pretty quick, but then the enchant came along and brings him down to a crawl. Bloodthorn picked up by 23. He's got Medusa, who's almost full level 30.
75 intelligence. Oh.
Jumping in, looking over at this Phoenix. They got the supernova off. They got the toss into the air. Can they get the kill on the 23? Not just yet, but they look over at Zephyr, who saves himself with the snowball. That's going to extend his life for only a couple seconds longer. Eventually, he'll die. And now FBZ kicked all the way back onto the team. They'll put the Dream Coil down on him, and they've got the axe. So even with the BKB, he still gets stunned up, but they will be able to toss him out. 23 going after Dreamacell. Nullifier, all the damage.
No
taking away the
mana,
mana, but now the damage on a 23 is going to be enough to take out this Medusa. Dreamacell standing his ground, and the right clicks in to get the kill. The Cuckoo looking over 23, 5v1, and they will finish him off.
Cold-blooded gave her some mana.
So buyback on this Phantom Assassin as well as the Viper. They'll throw the Viper Strike out onto Dreamacell once again, but the right clicks just feel like too much. Stifling Dagger over on FBZ. They've used that Illusory Orb to jaunt on forward, but again, they've got themselves the toss. Viper Strike, Illusory Orb, Carl catching up, and Will Waning Rift right on top of them. They've got themselves the phase shift to Avalanche, not going to connect. So now, 23 gets the crits on Makoto, taking him out, and they will finish off FBZ. 23 critting away and getting these kills. Looks over now at the Snapfire, who will TP right in his face. Stifling Dagger won't land. Now they go after Dreamacell, who's left all by himself. Will use that Stone Gaze to go after 23 as well as Cuckoo.
They're just
Viper Strike, Nether Toxin, down goes Cuckoo. He's going to be dead for 2 minutes, but 23 goes after Dreamacell. The damage is in too much.
Those crits from the Bloodthorn.
Medusa, 10 times spree gone. Medusa at that moment does hit level 30, but he's gone for 90 seconds.
And to Medusa, she has no mana. Otherwise, like, she might get mana, then she uses another Mystic Snake, bounces, suddenly she's full mana. The pressure on Phantom Assassin.
Whoa, Dreamacell blinking forward into the pit. Roche is up in a little bit.
Kick.
Walrus kick. That's going to put it back into the side of T1. Now they've got the Dream Coil right on top of him. They have the punch to follow it up. He's turning into Miko Krokop. So he's got the kick, he's got the punch, but do they have the damage to get the kill on FBZ? Not looking like it just yet. And now they've got the Stone Gaze that comes from the Mystic Snake. Cuckoo taking a lot of damage. He's forced to force staff away from this fight as well as pop the BKB. The Supernova is in a spot that's going to zone them out. Viper Strike, though, thrown at Dreamacell. He's all by himself for the moment. Stifling Dagger as well as the Nullifier right on to this Medusa. They've hexed up 23. They're trying to get the kill onto this Phantom Assassin, and now the Stone Gaze turning to Stone Cuckoo with the Mystic Snake once again. They've got the right click on his effort. They get the kill onto the Tusk. He's going to be dead for 75 seconds, and they look over as they've got the toss right on the Whitemon. The toss him onto the Phoenix, and Kescue, he doesn't have that Supernova. Does the damage from Dreamacell matter at this point as they're still trying to go in with the Phantom Assassin who's walking around the fight looking for opportunities to jump in and take out these heroes? But the right clicks from Cuckoo. They go after FBZ. They've got the silence as well as the Illusory Orb, but the Abyssal Blade is used, and he gets it popped off with the Aeon Disc. So that allows him to get away from the fight and take out FBZ, but they found themselves 23! They get the kill! He's gone for 2 minutes! The triple toss!
Oh, he does not have a buyback there, so Phantom Assassin is the damage. So Puck needs to be on the bottom lane and try to go for a split push, try to force out something, because they will go and try to finish the game right now. Like, you have Cookie, you have tiny tosses, you have kicks, punches.
Just getting tossed up in the air. Warner's Kiss is still on cooldown, so is the Supernova. They're going to try and defend this mid-set of racks. Actually going straight to the tier 4s. They know that 23 doesn't have buyback. He's dead for 60 seconds. They've got the kick on a Dreamacell. That also snapped the Dream Coil that they placed down. They popped the BKB on Cuckoo, and Makoto trying to do a decent amount of damage. Yeah, they can!
Yes, they can!
They can! They kicked him inside! Can they kick him in again? No, he's turned to stone. If they get the kill onto this Tusk, it might be a little bit of a problem for them. And now they've got the Supernova in a great spot. Snowball, can he kick? No, he can't. White on Zephyr. They both die. 3 goes down to the side of T1. They've got the Supernova going off. They'll get the kill on the high. They'll take the Snapfire, and they look towards this tier 4 that is protecting this throne. But they've got the glyph. Cuckoo, he just cannot eat the damage that's coming in from Dreamcell, who's now out of mana. Carl trying to do it all by himself. 26 seconds until they've got the Phantom Assassin back up. They look just at the throne. They will take this series. They will